If you've been watching this channel for a while, you might have noticed that we often talk about which jet is the best. While there's no easy answer to that question, and anyone who says otherwise probably hasn't looked under enough hoods or flown in enough cockpits, we do tend to agree on certain platforms that exhibit excellence in specific areas, like the F-18 Super Hornet, which remains an impressive dogfighter, the Sukhoi Su-57, a modern Russian fighter with an awesome stealth profile, and the Saab Gripen, which is kind of like Sweden's very own multi-role Swiss Army knife. But today we are going to go beyond individual jets and look at the capabilities that, when combined, really make a fighter truly dangerous. In other words, what actually makes a fighter jet dominant in air-to-air combat? Is it speed, stealth, firepower? Well, those are all important factors, but there are also some other things that you should consider. Here are 6 technologies that you'll find in today's most advanced fighters that turn the scales in their favor, and why the world's most technologically advanced fighters like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II use them to control the skies. Alright, let's take a look. Number 1, stealth. Now, despite all the cool paints and markings that we love to put on our model kits, stealth fighters are actually painted in anti-reflective white. Stealth isn't about looking cool, it's about being unseen. But stealth isn't just about being invisible, it's about being hard to detect, track, or target. There are several technologies that go into making a fighter stealth, including radar-absorbing materials, cleverly angled surfaces, and internal weapons bays. All these work together to minimize the aircraft's radar cross-section, or RCS. But remember, the goal is not to be invisible per se, but to be difficult to see. To give you a simple example, you can hide a round object like a ball or a missile pretty easily. But hiding something with lots of flat edges like a brick is a lot harder. If you were to throw a baseball at a wall, it would bounce off, but a brick would probably crack or break. So, it is with stealth fighters. An enemy radar works by sending out electromagnetic waves and measuring how long it takes for them to come back after bouncing off an object. The smaller the reflected wave, the harder it is to detect. Note too, sensor fusion and situational awareness, okay, so stealth helps you avoid detection. But how do you find the bad guys? Enter sensor fusion. Modern jets are basically flying data centers. Advanced radars, infrared sensors, and electronic warfare systems collect vast amounts of information. The key to dominance lies in combining all that data into one single picture. This is where sensor fusion comes in. It's like having multiple senses, sight, hearing, and smell, all working together to give you a complete understanding of your environment. The F-35's integrated sensor platform is the prime example. By fusing data from different sources, it can show the pilot a much clearer and more accurate picture of the battle space. This means knowing where the bad guys are, what type of weapons they're using, and how best to avoid or neutralize them. Note 3. Supercruise and speed. Speed has always been a factor in dogfights. Back in World War II, fighters like the German Messerschmitt Me 109 and the British Supermarine Spitfire were designed for quick climbs and high speeds. But today, the need for speed has evolved into something more efficient: Supercruise. The ability to cruise at supersonic speeds without afterburners is a game changer. The F-22 Raptor is the only operational fighter that can do this consistently. It can fly at Mach 1.8 plus without afterburners. That means more range, less heat signature, and the ability to strike or escape faster than any opponent. Combine that with extreme climb rates, and you get the formula for high-speed dominance. And don't forget that speed isn't just about outrunning the enemy. It's also about getting to the fight quicker. Fighters with Supercruise capability can respond to threats faster, giving them an edge in terms of surprise and tactical maneuverability. Number 4. Weapons load and engagement range. Firepower is nothing without reach. Missiles are the primary weapons of modern air-to-air combat. They offer greater range and precision than guns, but their effectiveness depends on how far away you can launch them from. Most modern fighters use medium-range air-to-air missiles like the IM-1 to ODM-ROM, which can hit targets over 100 miles away. However, a jet's ability to carry, manage, and deploy these weapons is critical. The F-15EX, for example, can carry 20 to air-to-air missiles. This gives it an overwhelming firepower to engage multiple targets at a time. It's not just about launching the first missile, although that certainly helps. It's about launching the right missile at the right time and with the right trajectory. This allows you to engage targets while staying safe behind the enemy's missile range, and that's the edge that the best fighters have. No. 5. Pilot-centric design and AI assistance. The best fighters are designed with the pilot in mind. The pilot is the most critical component of a fighter jet, and advanced platforms like the F-35 really showcase this. For example, the F-35's helmet-mounted system gives pilots night vision, infrared tracking, and a full view through the jet, almost like X-ray vision. This level of situational awareness significantly reduces the cognitive load on the pilot, allowing them to focus on making split-second decisions. Additionally, AI systems are being integrated into modern fighters to help with tasks such as tracking targets, prioritizing threats, and even recommending tactics. This is still under development, but as AI becomes more advanced, it could free up pilots to focus on the mission at hand rather than the jet systems. No. 6. Networked warfare. The best fighters aren't loners, they work in teams. Fighters are increasingly taking on a broader role in modern warfare, acting as command centers, intelligence gathering platforms, and communication hubs. Advanced fighters are part of a network that extends beyond the cockpit. They share data with drones, satellites, ground stations, and other aircraft in real time. This allows for a coordinated and synchronized approach to combat. making the entire force more effective than the sum of its parts. This approach allows for a more precise and informed decision-making, helping pilots to identify and engage targets more effectively while minimizing collateral damage. So, there you have it, 6 technologies that make for the best fighter jets. Remember, it's not about having the best jet, it's about using the best technologies in the best way. Stealth, sensor fusion, supercruise, weapons load, pilot-centric design, and networked warfare. These are the pillars of modern air superiority. What do you think? Do you agree with our list? Think we missed anything? Sound off in the comments section below. We always appreciate your input. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. We've got lots more videos coming your way. Now back to the future. What does the future hold for fighter jets? As technology continues to advance, we can expect to see new and innovative developments in fighter design. One area of focus is directed energy weapons like lasers, which could allow fighters to engage targets on the ground and the air with greater speed and accuracy. Another area is the use of artificial intelligence, which could assist pilots in making real-time decisions and executing complex maneuvers. Additionally, fighters will continue to be designed with greater stealth and sensor fusion capabilities, allowing them to operate more effectively in contested airspace. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on all things aviation and aerospace. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies.